And welcome to Jeff and Julia After Hours. Hey, everybody, it's Thursday. We're happy to be here. And you can catch us on the KSM Plus app. That's Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, and Samsung TV. You can also watch this podcast and the 60 or 70 that we've done, right?
Yes.
On KSM Plus, but then you can watch it live on Facebook because I don't think we keep all of them on Facebook, right? There is an archive, but it's not. It doesn't go back very far. I don't think.
Do not know.
I don't know the answer to that.
The answer to that.
I don't think they're all. Maybe they are. They are going to be. You got to turn that down a little bit. They are all on Facebook or YouTube, though. You can go to the KSN YouTube page and catch it if you want. But it's. Are you
Hello.
okay? Are you okay?
Yes.
But it's more fun to be to watch us live and
see that
because
happen live.
We like to, as we call it, the community cast. We have our friends and this is how we like to waste time. Although I don't think it's a waste of time, but this is how we kill time.
This is how we spend time.
Spend time during the week.
Yeah. I made the mistake. There are sometimes it's normally you that then you're like fidgeting to get ready.
It is me. It's always me.
And today, though, I said, oh, it's a little loud, but I'll be fine once the music stops. And then we came out and it was blaring.
Well, let's be honest again. So we're a little.
Let's not be honest. Because they're probably like every day.
Like, hey, man, it's your job. So no, we had to do some things after the 6. We had to do some. We had to do
prep
some
for the 10.
Some prep for the 10. We had a shortened time to eat. And then we sort of flooded in. Well, you got here before I did. I got here about 3 minutes ago.
And I only got here 4 minutes ago, so barely. But we have several people already on. Jacob said, hi, Jeff and Julia. Steve, hi, Jeff, Julia, and everyone. Okay, I saw a picture from Doug. Doug said tonight we are serving cream cheese smoked with meat, Church, Texas sugar, drizzled with a bourbon cherry reduction.
It's all good with the drizzle.
What are you celebrating something, Doug? What's the occasion for like this fabulous meal?
That's a good question.
Yeah, Jacob said happy Kansas Day.
Yes.
The state's
160,
birthday.
165 years old.
The big 165.
The big 165er.
Yeah.
Still looking good.
No.
You know.
Looking great.
Looking good, man.
Not a day over 130.
So we got Kansas at 165.
Yeah.
Our country turns 250 years old on July 4th.
Yes.
I feel kind of like an
Jeff
idiot.
Herndon turns the big...
160 what? I remember when Kansas was born. I said I had an idiot. Something happened to me in the editorial meeting today, and I feel like
What happened?
I said we were discussing things that we discuss in an editorial meeting, and I mentioned, well, when is...
Oh, yeah.
I said...
I didn't say a word. I was good.
You should have. I said, in front of a lot of people,
Yeah.
I said, hey, when is the birthday, the 250th? And I had one person, and I didn't hear anything, and then one person in the back of the room was like, it's July 4th, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my goodness.
You said it, and
my goodness.
I just said, I'm going to let him have this.
I don't know why I didn't know.
You knew. It was there was a lot going on.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. But I think it was an intern.
Oh, they called you on it?
It's July 4th. Yeah, I think it was.
I'm also distracted
great,
right now by the
by
mug.
The way, we have great interns.
Wow, look how cultured you are. You brought a mug. Did you bring that from home?
No, you inspired me.
You found... Oh, no.
Yeah, I did.
If you missed After Hours yesterday, you
did
don't know
it's even
what that's
red,
about.
too. It's even red.
It is.
Yeah, I washed it.
Ew.
I know. I found it in the
sink. That's why I said ew.
No, I found it in a cabinet.
Okay, that's better.
No.
Yes,
I don't think
because
it's better.
Our sink, for whatever reason, people will leave stuff in the sink. I don't know who washes it. I don't know who leaves their stuff in the sink, like they live there. But I thought you pulled it out of the sink and washed it.
So, context. Yesterday, you told a story about...
I wasn't going to tell anybody the context.
I'm going to have to go ahead and do this.
Wow, you're going to mess up the...
It doesn't matter. You told a story about getting in your college days. You went into a bar. You didn't want to pay the $5 for the red Solo cup that gave you access to the drinky drinks.
Yeah.
So you pulled some out of the trash.
No, not out of the trash.
Oh,
they were abandoned cups, like on the coffee table.
Still gross. And then you washed them in the bathroom and then used those. And so today, I'm on this green tea kick, and we were running out of time.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to go I don't want to get into the weeds here, but we supply our employees with these styrofoam coffee cups, but we keep them in the basement, and it's kind of
scary.
Chore, but it's a long way. It's a chore, and I didn't have time. We were out of cups, so I didn't have time to go get more.
Yeah.
So I just scavengered the kitchen, and I found this, and it was filthy.
Really?
Yeah.
And
so I washed it.
I'm shocked that I'm shocked you washed it. I'm shocked that you pulled it out at like a random cup because that's so off brand.
Hey, first of all, I washed it real good.
I don't believe that.
I did.
All
what
right.
are you talking about?
I don't know.
I mean, I double washed it.
What'd you use to wash it? This was not our topic, guys, and I'm sorry.
Dawn soap.
But what sponge? Because there's one sponge in there.
I use paper towels.
Okay.
So
I'm not here to judge. Don't feel attacked.
Kind of do. So I roll out the paper towels and I dab the soap on there. Then I also dab the soap in here. Hot water, really hot water. Scrub, scrub, rinse, repeat. Scrub, rinse.
There's
tea.
bubbles on top of your tea.
That's saliva.
Backwash.
Could be. I probably should have watched that one more time.
Doug said food prepping, the reason they're having this feast. Food prepping for January birthdays at my wife's job.
Nice.
And then he asked if we did trash can dinner tonight. No, both of us were boring and we ate our meal prepped foods.
Yeah, this was trash can
Thursday. Because,
Yeah, but next week.
Next week we are back.
We could do Trash Can Friday next week.
Next week we are back Monday through Friday. Our work schedules, they also...
it doesn't impact the podcast.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it.
Podcast. A lot of people were worried.
They're not.
Yeah, they're fine.
Like, we
Well,
weren't
you're like,
worried,
no
Jeff.
worries.
But thanks anyway for letting us know.
Doug did say the things we do for the potty pod.
Yeah, I know. We do a lot of stuff. I'm tired. It's been a day. An emotional day.
Yeah, an
By the way,
emotional
it's been
day.
an emotional day. We've spent a lot of time today talking about Flight 5342. For those of you that don't know, 1 year ago today, the tragic plane crash, the flight that left Wichita and collided with the Army helicopter. Anyway, that was a year ago, and which is I remember. Obviously, we remember we were working that night, and I can't believe it's been a year. It's amazing how time flies. But anyway, most of our day and yesterday was a lot of planning, and then a lot of today we heard from a lot of family members and friends of the there were 7 Kansans killed on that flight. In addition to the local skating club and their connections with some of the figure skaters. It's been a long day.
Yeah. I think it's special to be able to hear about their lives. We talked to Kia Duggan's father, PJ Diaz, his mom talked. And so it's great to hear them. What I thought was really interesting is there is it sounds like it's Facebook maybe, but a social media community of the family members of the victims who have then stayed in touch and they talk to each other, and it's part grief support. And then it's also part advocacy and how they're making change so that they can keep things safe. It just is an interesting element of it.
Often you see this, I think it's quite common, this goodness, this community, all of the growing out of something so tragic. Anytime most of the time when there's something so heinous and so tragic, you always get a group of humans that come together and it kind of creates this powerful force of good out of this really terrible thing. And so that's exactly what happened with this crash. I mean, think of all it's very unfortunate and very sad. But it happened, and afterward, all of these wonderful relationships that have grown out of this tragedy is. I mean, if you're looking for a silver lining, which I think oftentimes when things are really, really bad, I think it's important to look for that silver lining, or at least try to find it, and that's one silver lining.
Yeah,
for sure.
Jennifer, which I love, said good evening from Ryan and his mom.
What's up?
Which I love. Kelly said, hi, Jeff and Julia. My question for you is, what are your thoughts on the KU Jayhawks basketball team so far?
Big, huge game Saturday.
Yeah.
BYU, the number 1 and number 2 prospects, the 2 players. You know, BYU's got a guy that could go number 1 overall. KU's got a guy that could go number 1 overall. I hope he plays.
I was going to say that, yeah.
I hope Darren Peterson plays. This game is in Lawrence. You did the story yesterday, or the people camping out for days to get in and see this game.
And there were all these like rules to.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was funny.
That was awkward. But what do I think about him? I think that the KU with Darren Peterson, their superstar freshman, arguably the best college basketball player in the country.
When he plays,
I think when he's on the court, KU has an opportunity to beat anybody. But I think when he's off the court, I still think KU's actually very good. They've actually, you could argue they have better chemistry when Peterson is not there. But I just don't know if they're good enough, consistently good enough to beat the Arizonas, the Houstons, and the other. There's a third team that's near the top of the Big 12, and I can't think of it right now. BYU. Just thought of it. They play Saturday. I don't know. We'll wait and see how that plays out. They got a rough stretch. I mean, KU, the Jayhawks have a rough stretch the next about 5 or 6 games.
I think that will be the indication of where they're at. And you talk about that team chemistry. It's hard. It is hard to build team chemistry. So you can't be classy and then be messing that up.
It's like this.
Pinky's out.
But you were onto something there about chemistry. It's yes.
Pinky's out.
I know. It's hard to build it. You're right.
When
your starting lineup is changing every 3 nights.
Yeah.
I understand how that's going. But double coverage, which is, by the way, coming up after this program on KSN Plus. I don't think it's on Facebook. Karina can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
They are going to talk all about KU. If you're interested in KU basketball, they're going to talk a lot about KU coming up after this podcast on KSN Plus.
Kelly said, very cool. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking a little bit today about, like, how do you spend your time? How do you waste time? And so a lot of people, though, too, I don't think that they would say they waste time watching sports, but
no.
But there are people who watch 5 hours of football on.
I don't think they call that a waste of time.
They wouldn't.
But you would.
But neither did I. I just implied it.
I am one that not waste time.
Okay. Do you watch football like that?
No, I don't. I don't.
Basketball?
No, I'm a fan. At this stage in my life, and actually in the last 10 years, I can't tell you the last time I sat down and watched a ball game from start to finish. And I don't know. I think it's just the way I'm wired. I don't like to sit idle. So I'm always trying to do something, which plays into my anxiety a little bit because I'm always like,
if I'm not doing something, I'm not.
My mind is spinning, and so then it's like, well, I could go iron shirts. Well, I could do laundry now. Oh, I could start meal prepping now. I could run to the store, and it's all of these things that torture me inside my head. So I don't waste time. Although I do think, moving forward, it would be wise for me to try to not relax, because I can relax just fine, but to find time to do nothingness, right? To find time to sit in the nothing, which is just basically a fancy word for meditation. Is that?
Yeah.
And is that how you like to not waste time? But
no, we're very similar in that way, where I do not like to sit still, not because I feel like I should be doing something.
Gotcha.
And I don't have ADHD where I feel, where I'm kind of ping-ponging.
You haven't been diagnosed.
No, not yet, not diagnosed. But I like to be busy. I like to be doing things. And so, like, I don't watch a lot of TV because I can't sit still. I hate movies because I can't sit still.
Yeah.
So, but I will clean. If I have time off, I will clean and listen to, like, Dateline. And that's, like, my favorite thing to do.
Okay.
To waste time.
I cannot. I like to. Oh man, I don't know. I don't. I'm trying to think. What would I do to deliberately waste time? I would probably say maybe a game on the phone. I play a little game, but that's also more to calm my nerves. I mean, a game on the phone is equivalent to like a fidget spinner or fidget thing.
Yeah.
If I were going to deliberately waste time, that's a good question. I don't know how to answer that. I'm racking my brain. How would I deliberately waste time? Like, make that conscious choice to waste time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I said, like 5 hours of football, whatever. And not that we're calling that a waste of time, but Kathy said just like, I don't call 5 hours of shopping a waste of time. And I really like Kathy's take on that.
I'm just really trying to think what I did to waste time.
Okay, not in a negative, but maybe fishing.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
You love fishing.
Yeah, I will take it on that. That's, to me, is not a waste of time.
Yeah.
I do waste a lot of time scrolling in like the used boats and and real estate pages.
Yes.
That's what I do. Okay. Here's what I just figured it out. How do I waste time? Zillow.
I love
Realtor.com.
Yes.
Just for fun. I like to, I just thought of, absolutely.
I love to look
waste
at
time that
houses
way.
I'm never going to buy.
Yes.
I love to look at houses not in my price range.
It's a waste of time, and I do it deliberately when I need to pass time.
Yeah.
I'll do that with cars and boats and garbage and trash. And
I love to look at like a kitchen in a $5 million home and say, I hate the cabinets.
Like, oh my goodness, this is so terrible.
Who could live? I would love to buy.
Live there.
Yeah.
Gosh, these poor people.
Yeah, I do. I'm with you. Why do we like that?
I don't know. Let's ask them. Does anybody else out there just like, do you just spend a day looking at Zillow or Realtor.com or something, and you're just like on houses that like, and maybe some of that is the daydreaming part of me. I'm a daydreamer. I've always been a daydreamer.
Okay.
And maybe that just plays into that part of my personality of just my mind. It's like it's like people who would, and I wouldn't do this, but this is how it would be if I did it. Would to go buy like the lottery ticket, and then for 2 days before the drawing, sit around and really think about how they're going to spend the money.
That's why I don't buy lottery
tickets. That's like a daydream, but I'm saying like that's a daydreamer's trait.
Yeah.
Would be to just be like to be in this unrealistic mind world of like, well, I could win, and if I did, I would probably take that money and blah, 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 blah.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah, you won lottery?
I wish.
Oh.
No, I've only ever bought one lottery ticket. Okay, here's what I will say. You know how, and I'm just going to tell Jeff, don't listen. You know how there are some people where they're like, oh, like not manifestation, but there's like a woman who has like talked about like envisioning her winning and then she won all the things. I don't say I'm very lucky. I say I'm really blessed. But I also know that like the more good things you look out for, the more good things happen. And so we have a phrase of like always stepping in gold, or like my sister, something happened the other day and she said it always works out for us. And I love this positivity, but like willing it to happen. So I've only ever bought one lottery ticket. I was working mornings and it was like the $1 billion jackpot. Yeah. And so then I was convinced I was going to win. And then I realized after I played, I said, oh, you can never buy a ticket again because that's a slippery slope. But I was like convinced.
Yeah.
Like all these good things happen to me. I'm going to be a billionaire.
So I think that's where and that's kind of what looking through, I think, houses or boats or cars is kind of like.
It's not as bad. Like it would be, I feel like that level if you were like, I'm going to put a bid in on the house. And I won't get it, but then like you probably could get like that could be dangerous.
Oh, I wouldn't even take it that far though.
That's
like
my
I'm
point.
not sitting there thinking I wonder if they take about $500,000 less. Yeah. I could lowball here and see if it happens. Right, no, you're looking like this $6 million house has been on the market for 2 years. Maybe they're ready to make a deal.
Yeah, I'm that crazy where I'm like, let's just try it. And I have no business trying it.
There's this, anyway, whatever. I'm curious if you guys do that. I'm sure some of you do, and that's okay, because I do it too.
Yeah. Jeannie said the power of positive thinking.
Yeah.
I have willed a lot of things, like, by the grace of God and the power of positive thinking, that I'm like, by none of my own will, I guess, but, yeah. Kathy said, I won a trip to Italy after buying one raffle ticket. What year was that?
That's awesome. She's messaging us from Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. I used to be blessed or lucky. I felt like I had that Midas touch. Then I'm on a losing streak.
It always turns around.
Well, it's been some years.
No.
I'm fingers crossed that this year, but I'm on a losing streak.
But I think you welcome that.
No.
Here's why.
I would agree with you that it's not that I welcome it, that maybe I thought it into existence.
I go back to Sunday football.
Oh,
Should I
boy.
tell the people?
You should tell the people.
So every Sunday, so our schedule's swapped.
This is just proof that
that it's all
it's
by
true.
thought. You
It
can
is
will
me.
it.
Okay, yeah.
So we swapped our schedules. We are Sunday through Thursday and have been since NFL started.
Yeah.
So we go on after the game. If the NFL game goes on, we go on late. So if it runs long, we come on right after the post show.
Yeah.
Every time Jeff is here, which is most Sundays, we go on late.
Yeah.
When Jeff is not here, which is only a couple, we not only go on time, there was one Sunday we went on early.
Yeah.
And that was the Sunday we said, oh my gosh, maybe it is Jeff. The very next
It's
week,
me.
you came back
It's me,
in and
man.
you said, we're going on late. And so there was one point when you left the room and I said, everybody's positive energy can counteract his negative energy. So everyone needs to be positive. And he left the room and we went on time.
No.
Yes.
No, we didn't. But
Yes, we did.
No. What happened was they did go to overtime, but the way the contingencies were set up, it actually helped us go on
time.
not on time, but earlier than we would have had the game ended in regulation. Does that make sense?
Yes,
So it
to
did.
me.
So we were both right. I knew we were going to go into overtime, and
But
you were like,
I
"It's
knew
going to
we
be
were
okay."
going to go on time.
And the way that the game ended, I did not kill Betty White. That is not true, Karina. I did not kill Betty White, and I never. No, that's not true.
Somebody said
This,
she's not going to make it to her 100th birthday party.
I did say that, but that doesn't mean
I like that she put it on here and not in the
I'm
chat.
responsible for that. I'm
Okay.
not responsible for that. I might be. There was another individual in the newsroom that may be responsible.
Drink your little tea.
Okay. Let's drink my little tea. So, yeah. Okay. What are we talking about?
Kathy won the raffle ticket to Italy this year, and she's going in April. That's how incredible. Like, what a neat thing.
Give me some raffle. I want to get on some raffle stuff.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at raffles.
Are you?
Lost a lot of. Yeah, man. I get, more is not always better. You're like, dude, I'm going to put like 100 tickets in there, guaranteed to win. And it's the one rando that just put the one ticket in.
Yeah. My mom is the most blessed person I've ever seen.
She's a raffle hound, huh?
She won a car. She won a TV.
Oh, wow.
She's won all these things, and it to a shocking degree. But I think that teaches me the power of positive thinking of she's just a happy person. I don't know.
Okay. I'll change my. Hey, you know what? If changing my demeanor just a little bit to be overly positive,
You
puts
hate
me
being
in-
overly positive.
if
if you can win a trip to Italy,
it puts me in position to win Powerball, I'll be whistling zippity doo all day. All day.
all day long.
I don't want to finish the quote. But yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We'll
Starts
try it.
right now. Starts tomorrow.
Starts tomorrow.
Just give me one more day, would you?
Kathy said I was totally shocked. I'm curious what you won that in. Oh, wait. Did anybody else win anything cool?
Yeah,
I want to know that.
Yeah.
And what were you expecting it? At this point, I expect my mom to win.
Yeah. I know somebody like that.
Yeah.
I actually know somebody, and this is no joke. I've been to 4 or 5 events with this individual. I didn't go with them, but they were there. And I'm telling you, that person,
Yeah.
they were charity events with raffles.
Yeah.
Not silent auctions, raffles.
Yeah.
We buy that person won every big prize every single year.
Yeah.
Almost to the point where I wasn't the only one thinking there was
Oh, it's
something up.
rigged.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. But yes, this woman wins all the time.
Yeah.
Enough so that even if I see her entering a certain raffle,
You won't
I will not
enter
enter
it.
that one. I will go to the next one where I know
Yeah.
she's not. And I will ask her, I'll say, hey, are you trying to get the Traeger grill or whatever? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, are you trying to get the windsock? And she's like, no. Why would I want that? And I'm like, cool. And I'm like, windsock it up,
Well, you
man.
need it for your helipad.
Or yeah.
A new windsock,
Yeah,
right?
they go through those things like Tic Tacs.
Oh,
and
yeah.
bubble gum.
On the helipad.
Oh, man. Those things get ripped up in the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool you have a helipad.
Yeah. It is really neat when I get to use it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Karina said, I've never won any contest I've entered, but she also said she is scrolling on Zillow or Realtor.com because she is interested.
Some people actually do get on those sites because they're looking at houses. I mean, they're actually looking for a place to live. I get on there just for fun. It's such a stupid hobby.
You know how people talk about like the wedding blues?
No. What does that mean?
The wedding blues is like after the wedding's over, people are disappointed because like now they don't have the party to plan and they're like sad.
Oh.
They talk about that as a thing. My sister just bought a house, but she had, no joke, looked for over a year and had put in several offers. And so when you talk about like it's a hobby, my sister, it became a hobby for her.
And then
so
all of a sudden it was done.
Yeah. So then she can't look on Realtor.com anymore because she doesn't want to say,
okay,
oh, what could have been.
That's the other thing that is really, so after I don't know if you guys do the same thing. The same thing with like car purchases for me. Like when I buy a vehicle or if I purchase a boat or whatever, I can't go back and look.
Yes.
Because you will always find a better deal or something better if you go looking for it. Mm-hmm. And that then creates a negative feeling toward the purchase you just made or buyer's remorse.
Yeah.
And so I'm with your, like you can't even,
you can't even
go on there.
No.
Like, you'd be like, nope, not even going to look.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. This is where I got, this is my thing. I'm leaning into this. So yeah, I get that.
She had to delete Realtor.com. It's like remove the temptation.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I understand that.
I had the opposite experience of her where she put in like 7 offers on houses and like over the course of a year and like none of them went through. I made one offer and it went through. And it was a whirlwind of a move. I basically had to move in 2 weeks. I needed it
sight unseen.
Bought it sight unseen.
Yeah.
I needed a 30-day close. So all of a sudden, I put it in an offer. I don't think it's going to get picked up. It gets picked up. Now I own this house. And right after, I remember calling her and being panicked and saying, oh my gosh, what did I do? And she said, no, it'll be fine. And now, of course, I love the house. I love like the home and whatever. But I think the point is you can make it work.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also get off Realtor.com. That's the big one.
I actually haven't been on there in a while. I've taken a break. I took a break.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm still taking a break.
A January cleanse.
Just, yeah, I'm cleansing everything, actually.
This is the green tea.
Yeah. I haven't been on that site for weeks. I mean, more than that, even months. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, I just have other things going on in my life, so.
Yeah, you got to stay off.
Yeah, and plus, I don't know if you guys like get on there so often that you like already know all the houses. Like, you'll log in, you like get on the site, you'll be like, I've seen that one. There's nothing new.
Does anybody else do this?
Are we the only ones?
That's what I want to know.
Because
no one is saying I do this too.
There have to be other people out there that do that. How do these websites survive if you and I are the only schmibs up there looking at the houses?
The houses, the fictitious houses we're going to buy.
Yeah.
Let us know, Kathy. So here's the deal. Kathy won it, but I'm curious. Franciscan Friars? How do you say that? Right here.
Franciscan Friars.
Friars. There you go. In Denver is where she won the
Big D.
Thank you for looking at that, because I was like, I guess I'm not going to read that comment because
Franciscan Friars.
Yeah.
Okay.
They also come up, so sometimes I miss some of these comments. By the way. We're getting a different Olivia, 26-year-old Olivia said, I can't believe January is almost over.
Oh.
Russell said, I'm ready for spring, ready to get back in the garden.
Right there with you, Russell. Yeah, I just was saying that the other day. I was like, I'm kind of ready for spring.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, February, in my opinion, is by far the worst month of the year, weather-wise.
Why?
It is the coldest month of the year. Usually the weather's the most rotten this time of year. It is, there's not a lot going on in February.
Okay.
And you kind of like start to think February is kind of that month that gets you excited about spring. And then March gets here and then it's still cold. And then you're like, oh, I thought it was supposed to warm up, but
March
it didn't.
and April. I love the storms.
I don't.
You get anxiety about the tornadoes, which is like, I get that. We all get anxiety about that, but I just like the spring. I think it's gorgeous, and I love the smell, I love how Kansas greens up.
Too windy.
I don't care. I love it. I love spring in Kansas.
Really?
I love
That's
it's my favorite season. I love that it rains. I love that it's humid. I love everything about spring in Kansas.
It's not humid.
I love it. It's my favorite. I look forward.
Wow. I'm going to remind you of all of this come springtime.
It is my favorite. I love walking out after work and I take off my heels so they don't get destroyed in the rain. And I run out of my little flippy flops. I love everything about spring in Kansas. And I have like the hood over. I just love it.
Yeah. It's not my favorite. Springtime in Kansas is not my fave. It's not. I don't dislike it. It's not my favorite.
You like summer better?
I actually, yes, and fall. And I kind of prefer winter. And I think winter's better here too.
All right.
I hate to say that because I don't like the cold.
Yeah.
For too long. But springtime in Kansas is not as beautiful as I think some people think it is.
Okay, some people.
I'm just saying. Been here my whole life and there's been some wretched springs.
Yeah.
Wretched.
That's accurate.
Wretched.
Do you get seasonal depression? Or do you just have the regular kind? I got the regular kind of depression.
Look at that.
Oh.
Can't get the headset right. Do I get seasonal?
Depression, yeah.
No. No, but I get...
That's why you don't mind winter.
But I start to lose my patience sometimes with certain weather patterns.
I didn't realize I got seasonal depression. But I also, I was a game changer when I figured out that's what that was.
That's why I don't like February. If I were going to get a little seasonal Depro, it would be...
Seasonal DP?
It'd be Feb.
Yeah.
Well... Yeah, February definitely... February is the month that I wish it was like even shorter than being the shortest month.
That is also brought up. At least it's a short month.
It is, but it feels forever, like January. I've been watching some of the memes that I get a kick out of when it's like, it's January 72nd. It's like, it's funny because it does feel like January. Although this January felt like it flew through by.
Yeah.
I would give it that. February, I think, is just everything's going to come to a screeching halt.
Like
the
what?
weather is trash in February.
Okay. What happened? I guess you didn't say you're going to be positive now. You're going to be positive tomorrow.
Whoa, wait. This is not being negative. That's
you
a true
just said it's... Okay, that's fair.
That's a true statement.
The weather's trash?
The weather is trash in February.
The weather's amazing.
But listen to how I said it. I'm like, the weather's trash in February.
Oh.
See?
If you smile at the end of it, you can say anything.
I don't know. I just don't like Feb.
Another Doug pointed out, spring equals those silly Bradford pear trees and their nasty pollen. I love them.
I don't mind them either. I don't mind them. My wife hates them.
Yeah. I feel like I have so many allergies, I can't smell anything. So I'm like, eh.
I don't spend a lot of time sniffing trees.
That's good.
Yeah. It's not my thing.
Maybe this spring it will be.
I'll try it. I'll dabble. I might dabble in little tree sniffings.
Sniffing the trees.
I really like that cedar.
What about pine?
I'll dig a little pine. Could you do pine and cedar in the same day? How do you cleanse your palate between tree sniffs? Like eat a cracker? Drink some water? Cleanse the palate?
You cleanse the palate and let me know what works for you when you do the sniffins.
You got to be careful you sniff those cottonwoods. You can get the cotton up your nose.
Okay.
Dangerous.
Russell said, when I get the garden going, I usually have enough, that I give vegetables to people here in town. That's really cool,
That's awesome.
Russell.
Homegrown is the best, by the way.
What do you grow that you are that successful at? I feel like people who have green thumbs, they're just, tomatoes are usually, I hear, pretty easy.
Man, listen, man, I wish I did more. I do have an herb garden that I do. I've kind of picked that up the last couple of years. I grow like peppers, like little Tabasco peppers or
brought
banana
some
peppers,
in before, yeah,
and some cilantro. I grow a little. What else was I growing last year? Anyway, I wish I could take a step up to like vegetable garden.
Yeah,
like I'm getting to that where I'm not confident. I know a lot of people that actually do a really good job of doing it, and they've given me all kinds of advice. I just haven't taken the time to write any of it down and put it to use. Because honestly, the amount of information, I would have to write it down. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But it's very on point. And in one of these days, I want to do that.
One day.
Do a vegetable garden.
When you have time.
I didn't know if I would have time to do an herb garden, but I did. And I actually enjoyed it.
I think that you would enjoy gardening. I think it would keep you busy, which you don't
absolutely.
like to sit still.
Nope, gardening would be good.
You do come in, though, and you're like, I had a crazy busy day. And then, like, 20 minutes later, you're like, I watched all the avatars this morning.
That is categorically,
on brand.
that is so untrue.
Except it's kind of on
true.
brand.
I would never, watch those movies. I'm not a fan.
You are. You dressed up as an avatar for Halloween.
That is not true.
The face paint. And you did the ears?
Wow. I like where you're going here, and I kind of want to keep it going.
Yeah.
But none of that's true.
And you had the Leo. You even called it a Leo.
A leotard. It's called a leotard.
I'm sorry, that sounds like you know what that is.
Yeah. Duh. Yeah, no, I have not seen the Avatar movies, by the way, for the record.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd love to garden and birdwatch.
That's cool. Yeah, you are hitting 50 pretty soon.
I know. I want to sit in my garden and
Get
watch birds.
your 50-year-old starter pack here.
My
bird watching.
Dude, well, my grandparents.
Avatar.
Hey, listen, my grandparents passed away. And we.
Don't turn this into a sweet story that then I go, oh wow, that's so special.
I'm gonna turn it into a sweet story.
Okay.
So we, they had this little place out at the lake, and so when we were going through their stuff out there, as they passed away, and we took over the property to try to clean it up. They had a lot of binoculars and several bird watching books that I kept.
Yeah.
Because that was 10 years ago, and at the time, I'm like, I'm not interested in this now.
But I will
maybe
be.
one day. And now, lo and behold, as I get older, I'm like, I like the birds.
Yeah.
I want to watch them.
Here's the deal. My
I wanna
uncle.
identify those birds.
My uncle is a birder, and when like I see him at
yeah.
Christmas, he's like an avid birder. When I talk to him, he's so passionate. I leave and I saw him at Christmas, and I have downloaded apps that in my mind I'm like, I will be a birder.
Well, I think my grandparents were birders because there's even a clock that they got down there that has 12 different birds, and each time it hits the hour,
it makes a different sound.
It makes the sound of the bird.
That's kind of cool.
Well, yeah, it is cool. I like it.
Well, it's neat.
It will annoy the heck out of you if you're not ready. Like if you're not prepared and you're in the kitchen. Oh yeah, well it's a lot louder than that. And you're like, that's the brown speckled. That's the brown speckled cherry finch.
Oh.
That's the
underwells.
That's the Google-eyed sovereign owl from Antarctica. That's the mourning dove pigeon. I don't know.
I do love the mourning dove. I do love.
You like a good mourning dove?
I love.
You like that sound they make?
When we lived in California, that we had. That is such a distinct sound for me from my childhood. I loved the sound of a mourning dove.
Yeah, something like that, right?
In Arizona, where we live, we just don't have those birds. They exist in Arizona, but not where, 30 minutes down the road at my grandparents, you can hear it. But it just reminds me of when we lived in California. Out
there in the Eureka's, we've got in the Greenwood County out there. You got and they're here too. The woodpeckers, the big red. I think it's a red-headed woodpecker. Those things are fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through a couple comments before we...
This just turned into NPR. I feel like we just turned into...
Here's the deal.
NPR.
Part of it is like the conversations of, pull the curtain back and get to know what we talk about. And then they talk about birding.
They're birders.
Wow.
Click. I can hear people turning the channel.
Steve stayed on brand. Here it is. I scroll around on Google Earth a lot. The original question was, how do you spend time?
I do too.
Yeah.
I do.
You do that.
I love that. I will Google Earth like places I went as a child and see if I can remember. Like, I remember that, or I'll see it. No kidding, man. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yep. Jeannie said spring is also my favorite season too. Excited for planting flowers, sitting outside and enjoying them until scorching summer hits.
Gotcha.
Where was the other? Russell said the question. He he grows a lot of things in his garden enough that he can give them to people. We asked what. Usually I grow tomatoes, cucumbers, corn, and cantaloupe.
Yeah, you got to get a good lope.
Jacob's mom enjoys growing vegetables and gardening. And then Kathy said, I can relate to Jeff, bird watching and gardening.
Yep.
Which, Kathy, that's great. But remember, Jeff does neither of those things. He neither gardens nor bird watches.
What are you doing? Throwing me under the... What do you...
I got to keep it real.
No, I do. I would. That's what I mentioned. I would love to start gardening more. I do the herb garden, and then also, I'm kind of getting into birds, man. A little bit into birds. I know. I don't know why they're majestic.
It's like 49 hits, and then like all of a sudden you're like,
What are these flying creatures?
What is
my
that
whole life I've
sound?
been surrounded by these things.
One moment you're all young and free. The next you're listening to birds.
Great place to bird watch, by the way, the Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
Or any shopping center parking lot.
Or
big,
any
beautiful blackbirds bouncing around the parking lot next to your car. Easy to find, nice to watch, cool stuff.
Come back tomorrow.
For more tips. You don't need binoculars and like an outdoor oasis. Just go to a parking lot of a grocery store. A lot of birds.
Lots of birds.
Yep.
Suzanne said, I spend time crocheting, watching all the birds, animals out the back large window and listening to audiobooks. I love audiobooks. I'm with Suzanne. I tried to get into crocheting, but I can't make the second loop. But I liked the crocheting because I can't sit still, so it gave me something to do while I sat. So I got a loom and I made hats. And I think I mentioned before, I made like hand knit blankets that were terrible. And I want to get into crocheting.
My mother did a lot of coasters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she made like little crocheted coasters. And Christmas ornaments. She would crochet Christmas ornaments.
Oh, that's fancy.
And give them to the people.
How sweet.
To humans, yeah.
To humans?
Yeah.
Human beings?
Human beings. And that's we have some of those. I got some. Oh, we're out of time. Are you kidding?
Oh,
Heck,
no.
damn it. I don't want to be out of time. It was kind of fun. Well, we will not be back tomorrow, but we may not be back Tuesday, but we'll at least have one next week, right?
Yeah, we're going to have, I think, more than one.
Okay, well, at the very least, we will have at least one after hours. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.